an impressive shutout win over Concordia Moorhead to end 2016, an NWCA National Dual Crown, and yet another NSIC Wrestler of the Week are your key points for this installment of the Husky Grappler. Alongside Jay Hildreth, I'm John Peterson, bringing you the up-to-date news for your number one ranked team in Division II Wrestling, the St. Cloud State Huskies. 47-0 was the final score. Your Huskies defeated Concordia Moorhead to end 2016. 8 matches were wrestled, 2 forfeits at 97 and 285. But Jay, those were 8 very impressive matches by the Huskies.
Definitely. We went out there in front of a good home crowd during kind of a Christmas break. We had a lot of fans there, and we went out there and we put on a show for everyone. We couldn't be happier, couldn't be more pleased with where we were at heading into the national duels.
When you're against a team like Concordia Moorhead, knowing that you are stacked up against a good Division III team, still it shows the depth that the Huskies have. Having Alex Anaya have his first match at 165 pounds, and that's a kid that I've looked at ever since his freshman year. And it looked like the Alex Anaya from his freshman year, really good with those double legs and very good on top.
Yeah, he looked absolutely like a veteran out there. You wouldn't even have known it was his first time. He went out there and, see, I might be a little close because I see him in the room do that all the time, but it's actually awesome to see him go out there in front of everyone when the lights are on and really go out and put it all out on the line and show what his talent really is.
After 2016 came to an end, 2017 started right off the bat, the NWCA National Duels. Now this is unfamiliar, National Duels right off the bat. You usually have an open tournament like last year with the Warrior Viking Open, or you usually travel for another dual tournament, but National Duels right off the bat in 2017. What was your guys' mindset?
We were just making sure everyone was fresh. We tried to keep everyone down to weight for the most part, trying to peak each coach's philosophy was trying to peak our guys, kind of semi-peak for these national duels. We tried to get as many as 20 guys ready to rock and roll, and we could only take 15, so we took our 15 healthiest and guys who are going to give us the best shot at winning it, and that's just kind of where we started out with.
San Francisco State University was the first opponents for your Huskies at the NWCA National Duels. 37-11 win, only 2 wins for San Francisco State in the first duel, but overall it was a very good start.
It was a good start. We went out there, we just emphasized that you can't take anybody lightly, no matter who they are. We're St. Cloud. We're going to have a target on our back for most people, want to knock us off. So we just emphasize going out there, getting a good warm-up, getting into our positions, wrestling tough, and then just starting to get that motor running for the rest of the tournament.
A familiar foe were the next opponents for your St. Cloud State Huskies in the second round, the Pittsburgh Johnstown Mountain Cats. But it was a much different story than last year's semifinals. At the duels, a 31-7 win turned out to be a 37-6 win, and a 37-6 win to beat with some very good wins.
It was, a lot like last year. We kind of just started early with our 25-pounder going out there, Brett Velasquez. He just got the ball rolling, and we just couldn't be stopped from there on out. We really got engaged behind each other, and each match we went out there and we just started to build momentum as each guy went out and started to rack up them points, and we came out successful.
In day number 2 of the duels, it was a similar day number 2 as what I thought back in 2013. Your St. Cloud State Huskies won the crown. They were against a very tough Wisconsin Parkside Ranger team, and it was the same this year. A very tough Parkside team with great wrestlers like Nick Becker, who is the reigning NCAA Division II champion at 174 pounds. You cannot count out Montreal Johnson at 184. But it just so happened to be that Montreal and Nick Becker got 2 of the only 3 wins that Parkside sufficed in the third duel. 27-9 was your final score. St. Cloud State winning a very big duel. The score looks like St. Cloud State dominated, but there were a lot of close matches.
Yeah, a lot of close matches. We've always said that we're a Day 2 team, and we knew that Parkside was going to come out strong. They kind of really wanted to take us off this year. You could just kind of feel it in the air that it was going to be a heated match. And we started off, we kind of fell behind right there at that first one. We lost a close one. But the big thing about our guys is each guy, the next guy in line, knows that he has a job to do no matter what happened first or what's going to happen next, that he's going to go out there and and put it all on the line for each other. So that's what Jared did. Jared went out there, put it all out on the line, found a way to get the win in a close match, and kind of stopped the bleeding right there. And from that moment on, we just started to build our momentum and start winning close match after close match after close match, and that really kind of lopsided the duel for us, winning those close matches. And that's what champions do. You know, they might not be the prettiest matches, they might be not the best that we go out and wrestle, but champions find a way to win, and that's what we did in that semifinal duel. Is we found a way to win.
As expected, on the top half of the bracket on paper, of course, St. Cloud State expected to make it to the finals. But on the other side of the bracket is where it got very unfamiliar. Maryville, Notre Dame both dropped their second round matches to Colorado State Pueblo, who defeated Notre Dame 18-17, highlighted by a big overtime pin by Jacoby Jones over Isaiah White at 165. And then Maryville, out of all teams, Maryville, that coming off a good year so far, fumbles the win against Wheeling Jesuits. Wheeling Jesuit coming into these duels not ranked. One of the only teams that were not ranked coming into the duels gets an 18-17 win. And then Colorado State Pueblo and Wheeling Jesuit went at each other in the other semifinal duel, and it took criteria to crown a winner. And it was the Wheeling Jesuit Cardinals who went on to the finals against the St. Cloud State Huskies. But it was no shocker this time. There was no upset. It was Husky wrestling all the way, 35-6 win over the Cardinals to get the first crown since 2013.
Yeah, it felt great. Before the match, you know, we didn't know a whole lot about Wheeling Jesuit, and we were just more concerned about staying in our positions. We knew that we were the team to beat, that if we went out there, we wrestled our style throughout 10 weight classes, we would have no trouble with bringing home the crown. So that's what we really emphasized, was wrestling in our positions, getting clean, crisp takedowns, making sure we wrestled for 7 minutes, not relaxing, not giving up the big moves. And that's what we did out there. You know, we wrestled in great position. We found ways to win again, and we didn't give up any bonus points, any big moves, not letting them kind of get on side of momentum. And we were too much for them. We were just kind of the bigger brother, and our depth and our strength throughout our lineup just kind of folded them throughout the duel.
4 wins for your St. Cloud State Huskies, 31 match wins, 13 pins, 4 dual victories, and 1 dual championship, the first since 2013 for your number 1 ranked team in Division II. And of course, with those 4 wins, there was four falls at heavyweight, and they all came in the first period by Austin Gorgon, the number 1 ranked heavyweight in Division II. All 4 first period pins. Well, of course, you're the NSIC Wrestler of the Week. Once again, Austin Gorgon is just showing why he's 13-0 with 7 pins.
Yeah. If you ask anyone like what Austin's like and how he just loves wrestling. He is itching to get out there every single time. And if you watch him during a duel, he'll be coaching the 125-pounder, completely engaged in the match, all the way up through 87 or 84 to 97. You almost have to like tame him back to just try to save some energy, just because the guy is he's at a level 10 all day long, and he goes out there and that's what he does. He goes out there at a level 10 and he just shows up, wrestles hard for the first period and gets the pin. You know, it's awesome to see. He's one of a kind guy, and I'm sure glad he's on our team.
6-0 in duels. What a way to start 2017. 1-0 in NSIC. This upcoming Thursday, we stay in the non-conference wrestling competition with the Central Missouri Mules coming to town on Thursday. And then on Saturday, we will wrestle McKentry University, University of Indianapolis, and then end against the University of Findlay. The next broadcast will be on January 19th right here in Hallenbeck Hall as St. Cloud State will resume the NSIC schedule against Minnesota State Moorhead Dragons. That will do it. Your NWCA national champions are the St. Cloud State Huskies, first time since 2013. For Jay Hildreth, I'm John Peterson. We will see you later.